matters for where they really put all the resources.
Yeah, and this is already looking like a slow round beginning for OR. Spike not dedicated just yet. Will be picked up, though, by Raze. Otherwise, though, I want to focus on nilly. Having that potential anti-flank watch there for that maybe split push if this B side execute doesn't work out for OR side. There is a contingency plan. There is a way to save it all. But Breakthru, the majority of them are stacked up outside A main looking for that impact, but no one's there except for maybe this single tripwire.
And now through this smoke is put down. The tripwire is enough. Zeldris gets spotted. And so they'll leave them inside the Sacrificate to nowhere to go out. But off, we're on the sights, and aproto holds it down. That's the kind of anchor you want on your ship on a round like this. Lives nilly by himself in a 4v5. He has a cage, but I can't imagine he wants to invest it. It'll just be him against the rest of Breakthru.
Yeah, only that cyber cage would really be used if you want to rotate towards tower, but all options were off from there. Any aggressive plays through and through. But Sim and company are ready and waiting.
The knife, I believe, managed to tag almost all four of them, and they're pushing out aggressively against one another too. Playing around Dish, that's 3 taken, even with the concuss. And OR, their effective rush gets rushed back. So the counter strat is beautiful. And now leaving nilly last one alive once again.
Where have I seen this before?
Probably last round.
Oh.
And a flawless, but this time though.
On the other side with that full utility close to the site, just ready and waiting to see what that next strike can be. But they actually back off site. The 0 point does detect where flyuh's location is. It's a matter though of just hiding away, playing for this 1v, potentially 4, excuse me.
So the user made a tower to just to force flyuh back, but now with this they're hoping to perhaps even draw more attention. But you see OR, right? They're still kind of meandering right outside of B, and all pretty much stacked up as 4, hoping to see if they do manage to get one here as well, because flyuh needs to be cleared out before they can confidently enter the site. Meanwhile, nilly wants to get on the lurk, and he gets Sim. Luck finally pays off. So now Team Breakthru has some choices to make, but flyuh with a concuss gets one of his own, and now OR. See, there were 2 taken away. They have to try to enter. Aproto once again past the flash inside the corner, takes 2 of his own, and OR are not even allowed to see.
But this time it's a little disenfranchised, not quite the lurk as we saw before. Instead, 2 separate lurks from outside B and A respectively. Oh.
And what? And once again, Aproto changed up his position a tad, but it's flyuh this time to take it. Lear, if he bleeds on him, and flyuh blows him a kiss and takes him out.
Look at the response here. The travel in the underbelly. That's a bit of a sneaky snake maneuver here.
Sneaky. But they may not be sneaky enough though, as this time they managed to join up as 3, and they have to wait for the smoke to dissipate before effectively walking in. But flash out of the setup, and flyuh because repositioned to tower. So although he doesn't catch anybody there, but the jump peek works out. Now he has to get out. Peeks in. What a transfer from flyuh! No ace though, but Team Breakthru still with 3-2, but this time attacking the same side.
It's a split push this time though.
Yeah.
At first I thought it was gonna be a lurk with pure only, but now that nilly's joined them, this is the first one we've seen. Utility early on not connecting from OR's side. There's still the neural theft to potentially see. That would require someone Breakthru to go down. It hasn't happened just yet. No contact has been made. Meanwhile though, Breakthru, those who run A, they're going on their own adventure. They shoot down the Cypher Cam. Might make OR a little nervous. They're hiding in underbelly now to group up with the rest of the team. The Pure's rotating back over. These are fake smokes over towards A. And everyone's starting to rotate.
They're hoping to keep their attention here, and B says it's almost cleared out. It's just a pro just maintaining his distance and waiting to see if anybody does manage to walk in. But BRAWK is still as well underneath neutral, waiting for the rest of OR who have yet to actually break through the site. Instead, they're all just cutting noise and slow playing it, waiting. So they're likely just caterpillar in and make space for them to walk in a site, but they're going to be concussed as soon as that happens.
Exec off 30. The aftershock, the fragment grenade, no one can move. There's no sense of movement at all.
no one doing, and they don't need to at all. Because look at this. Because they didn't get tagged by any of the util, the flashes barely connects as well. And so now they take the gunfights. Aproto has also joined up with them, but the spike is dropped. They have 10 seconds. OR! A play that seemed to succeed, but Team Breakthru holds strong. Not a single centimeter of movement.
This is directly where OR think the weak spot's gonna be. You're playing into Aproto's game so much.
Aproto this time feeling confident. Oh, is the plan over? But luckily no one's there to hear him, so it's a quick rotate, and now it's a walk-in. Aproto's all the way back in spawn, but Tripwire actually wasn't blocking close, but the camera was though, so now he's commenting all his teammates like, yo, homies, they're all here. Let's start it up. And the aftershock connects, but the spike still goes down. Jonah gives his life for eye. Oh, nice wall bang. But Zeldris full flashed. Has for somebody to pop through.
Zeldris!
No one's there. He's waiting. He's hoping. And he runs out of time. He shoots it. He doesn't get anybody. And now BRAWK finds his time to peek through. The second, the concuss is beautiful. BRAWK with the setup. All by himself. And it's a flawless.
In what reality does that not connect? The showstopper should have been.
This is a tough start if you are OR currently, right? On a map of Fracture, which is your pick, right? So you're hoping to possibly catch the Breakthru off by surprise, a newer squad, but this is fun. He's rolling Thunder pretty early on, but nobody's actually there. All he touches on B, and finally, Zeldris finds a space inside. No one there to stop him. BRAWK couldn't do nothing there, and the spike gets planted.
And look at this, the immediate ejection from site. OR playing for that rolling thunder, waiting to see when the spike will make contact. Everyone else from Breakthru on the canteen angle. Zeldris there to be the primary force of contact. Aftershock doesn't connect, but the fault line does. Zeldris is stuck.
He's running, he's pushing at him. Woohoo! That was almost close, but it's Aproto off against 3 and getting 2 by the end of it. And the rest they know exactly where they're at. They just come from one another. VNS ducks into a corner. Lear's now gone. VNS to take 2. The flash of the setup. Peek out, and he gets him. OR with their first.
Be going up against them.
Well, everybody right now gotta pay close attention to what they say. The knife goes up to the other side of spawn. Does not catch Nelly there. And we're back once again to this 4-person push. Cam spot's been changed just slightly though. And they're now double stacked up, looking at Link.
Oh. These tripwires set up so deep for sight, looking for maybe or even a retake off of the info there.
Ooh. The Molly managed to get Zeldris to looking entry, but from here, there's one is on site, there's 2 still all the way on the outside. Lear actually doesn't go down, but there is a big fire pit for the sky. They'll clear everybody, but now OR make the way in. Yeah, it's a chaotic round, but if you look at the end, OR, you know, once the Brimalt actually managed to force everybody back, it's with the entry, and Nilly takes his time. It's a 1v1. It's him against BRAWK. And
white glow that you won't see from any other weapon.
Yeah, very cool. Big fan. That's a big knife.
Yeah, that's huge.
Aim locked down, so they can naturally read the early position, but from here, you know, it'll be hard to think and try to surmise where they might be rotating towards. But from here, not a team breakthrough. Immediately breaks away. Nice flick. Straight shots beautiful from Sim. But OR though are not stopping.
No, and losing Nilly's not going to be a great case either. There's no flank watch utility anymore. They're forced to dedicate on the site.
Fast as smoke walking in. Oh, almost had if he wasn't full flashed. And a step that's not coming in to allow Zeldris to do his thing. We see Lear popping off. The orbital strike and conjecture. And once again, they get the spike down. There's no aftershock here to stop this. But it's 3v4.
Full side control. Zeldris good for yet another. Only 2 left alive for Breakthru and separated out. They have to sandwich their way back on the site for a 2-1.
Watch the angle. There's no flashes present. BRAWK What a swing. Nuclear zeldris there. Now Jonas stuck at the bottom. Not able to get much more. Forced to one angle, but he wins the fight. It's so big and a flyuh 1v2. Just one flash remaining, but it's out an open angle. So he's gonna have to pretty much stick this. They see, and it's stuck.
Going fast, but albeit slower, is important. And speaking of which, they'll just go super fast here, supersonic speed. But there's no impact.
Showstopper delay with the molly and the nade, and shot blind, not able to catch anybody at all. So they know they cleared all the bottom, and now Thief as well has to back away past the aftershock as well. BRAWK now shot down, gets two. What a pick! One tucked in the corner, and he makes his way out alive. They thought they had him, but they were locked in the sight with him.
Oh, like the Boombot looking for any semblance of info won't be there. So there won't be an aggressive push just yet. But outside of B, it's a different story. The Proto might be stuck.
I mean, last time we said that our Proto just got two out of nowhere, but yeah, this is an angle where you were hoping that somebody walks in, helps you out, a huge flash, and nobody's stuck. It's the rest of OR who've been sandwiched in, and it's looking like right now they got celiac disease with the way that they're trying to get out of all this bread. Aproto saw one though.
Caught me off guard.
I know, I'm sorry. But the Jonah 6 as well is left. But the chip wanted to go through. Oh, but they're making us all a fake. It was a diversion. As the Aproto also get diverted. It's 2v2 by the end of the engagement.
And look at this. Only real map control of the stairs, Sim. Pop shots. The null command raining through has ended. The utility's now back, and look at Sim. Almost full util. The paint nade's devastating.
Double flash, but it's enough for him to reposition. And get us up a tower. Sees the angle. No! Sim can't get it! And it's just BRAWK left alive. It's one more flash, but then knows exactly where he is. He has to full walk in. It's because VNS. A straight shot. It connects. And BRAWK, big man BRAWK, takes it home.
You gotta put some respect on the name. That is Break BRAWK to you, sir. Holy. What a clutch.
I was a big fan, but hey, knife shot out early on, so at least got the info. But look how far up Sim is going. He has the support of the flashes there as well, and one more person to peek off of it, but it's only peek first and cuss doesn't land. But that's only one taken. OR is more than okay with it, force him off the angle. And BRAWK, instead, the Chad that he is, decides to re-peek against 3.
3v3. OR forced to disengage themselves, licking their wounds as they make that mad dash over towards B, but there's still pressure on Satellite. That pressure, though, alleviated the gushing wound. Everyone else waiting around on different parts of the site. You would think that flyuh might be AFK, but I think he's just waiting for the rope play, but no one's there. Instead, now the two buns of the sandwich have been made. And OR might be finding themselves as that lettuce and meat in the middle. All 1v1s. Thief, though, has the right idea. Smoke dissipates. Good for one.
Right here. Right here.
The thing is, Max, what do you got to right there? And right now, it seems that Thief is hungry. Fox be able to take that home and seems like that burger's gonna be charbroiled to perfection when an orbital strike like that. A 9-3 half.
Going for the same strats that we had seen OR try to employ early on, too.
The person moving to site. Oh, that would have worked if that was anything but a shorty. Jonas has to reposition. He gets 2 for his troubles. No shot, bro. I know I know shorties do their thing, but damn.
That's wild. Wild, wild plays. But what do you do when you're Breakthru and you're down a body? Thief, well, hiding around the black Radianite box, looking to maybe see there's a weapon disadvantage, though, and BRAWK all the same. It's a frenzy in hand. Good for the shot. Zeldris falls, and all that's left now is a 2v2. And now it's down to 1.
He runs against him. He catches him as well, forcing to back off. Sees the reposition, and it's just an aim battle. And Nilly with the ghost, his shots go a little bit clean and a little bit farther. And he'll get the defuse. OR, a much needed pistol.
Very, very much needed. Can't be understated. Now the economy can look a little bit better. They have that really looking for info.
In Breakthru now, all join up as 3, knife not catching anybody close. And so they'll just stack up as 1, leaving aproto to lurk on the other side by spawn naturally. But OR though, almost a very similar approach, right? It's a 3-2 split, and the 3 are pretty far up here, right? 1 up by tower, VNS tucks into the corner, but the concuss is there, but that's both traded. And so with the trade of util, they'll choose to try to tuck under tunnel, but not before taking 3 of their lives. Team Breakthru, remember, this is their save. And a start like this is exactly what you need if you want to put them to 10. Ooh.
Oh. A duel. Zeldris looking to clear out the top of tower. nillyaz there down below yet again. Both these ciphers taking full control of B site, and Sim does it again to shut it down. Double digits.
Shutting them down.
And look at the respect given by Breakthru at the beginning of this round. They understand that OR are going to be on a big thrifty round, and yet there's no aggression coming from the defensive side. Oh, well, that gives full permission to push in aggressively now, doesn't it?
Yeah, because it's easy to walk in, and this is the same hole that we saw OR do previously against them, but now Breakthru is the one who've found themselves on the site, so it's almost like we're seeing the exact same sort of positions we've seen them put up before. But aproto this time though is walking around a bit, seeing if he can find anybody at all, and shouldn't make contact with anyone just yet. But with the 2 members of OR, they know they have to walk in, and they found 1.
Look at the slow crawl from Jonah here on sand. Zeldris 2 on the other side, doing what they can with the small amount of utility they have, but it's not enough. Zeldris down to 1. Has to fight 2 different bodies, but flyuh is so low on HP.
Ooh, wait, he could do this. It's 1 shot, but luckily goes him back, gets the reload, and Thief straight.
Ending round of Fracture on a save.
This is a crucial round for OR. If they want to be able to have a future on this map, right, this has to be it. Or trade from both ciphers, but the alt there is even bigger. Right, all the information that's immediately given over, but Sim not being able to win that might hurt them the most. And now they've given up almost everything in terms of space that they possibly had. And it leaves 1v4 Thief. Can you do this? The answer is no.
I would argue this is the most important round of the entire series, at least thus far. That defuse, keeping OR in the game, keeping their economy afloat, and now Breakthru.
I mean, sometimes 2% is the difference between 88 and 90. And you know 90s is where it's at.
That's an A.
Exactly.
88's a B.
It's an A plus in Canada, in fact.
Oh, lucky you.
I know, right? But if anything right now, I know OR is looking to rack up more A pluses for themselves. Orbital Strike, Rolling Thunder traded, along with more concusses and every single ultimate thrown on the board. But it only results in 4 people stunned and 2 people gone.
That Orbital Strike is going to be so important for OR here. Clearing out whatever space they can.
Flash alongside that, Orbital Strike in conjunction, that's up by tower, but the rest of OR now are walking into 3v3, all tucked into the corners of the rest of Team Breakthru, but against the concussed, they can't win it. It's trades galore, now putting it to a 1, but he's holding it. Lear, they have to swing him, he peeks back, he gets it to half, and now it's BRAWK against Lear. Can BRAWK do it again, or will Lear show him up? The strafe!
You can't trade this round if you're OR. You need as many bodies as you can for even a victory. And there we go, Sim. Full on blasting the site, double blast back straight into the null command.
Big knife. Sim also takes a bunch of shots. Woo, Joe just backs off. That actually could have been a kill, but so that puts the molly, and 1 tick is all he needs. A Rolling Thunder from OR's side. Water transfer, everybody taken down in tower. And the buildings fall, the structural integrity of Team Breakthru gives away 1 more round.
You could not ask for a better round for OR. The reactive plays, even on a broken buy, using the no command right on the cue of the entry, was such a great play from Jonah. Making sure that Sim was shut down, and not only that, predicting the showstopper would come out, predicting where Breakthru's play would be, the execute, all shut down so quickly. But there is a hitch, there is a problem. Breakthru still has a null command of their own and postured outside A, possibly very aggressively. They're looking to make that utility from Cypher shut down so hard. Or not. Cypher's too far away.
Back in. They just, although they get caught by the rope, but remember, this is, once again, a save, so that's why running so aggressively. Aproto tries to go for the knife. He couldn't get it. Oh, runs out of bullets, but their trades are insane. Remember, this is just Sheriffs and BRAWK that put it down to 2v2. These saves have been wild before, and they've now got Vandals in their hands as though nothing happened, but nillyaz has the upward angle. That's him up top, watching down below. The dance crawl through. That's BRAWK once again in a 1v2. Now I gotta see here, Brody. What can you do?
Fault line in just a few seconds. Once the 0 point goes away, he'll have utility for the 1v1.
And in 2 seconds here, Max, in just 2 seconds, as he gets the fault line back. Now he's at a certain angle, but look at this. All the way to the other side, Nilly. He's looking to go up against him, and nillyaz will not go down so quietly. OR survive for another round.
I don't know what deal with the devil OR have made, but they're making this comeback directly nowhere. Oh, interesting. Well, it does land right in B main, at least one does. Oh, there it is. That was a late 0 point.
Now, bear in mind, it was just the last round, and they got guns this time. So, Sim is okay, no double blast pack, and that makes a space for us to walk in, and nillyaz is looking to walk in through main, and he gets stopped in his tracks. His sight is now gone. A 3v5 is the result, and they still have aproto's neural theft.
This is a tough call to be in for OR right now. All separated out, very little tradability. They're making the push in. Utility now being brought out. So much spacing being denied.
All they gotta do is after that, right? Just deny it, but they're not walking in. Spectre Fusion's gone, and it's just BRAWK to get the final. There's a lot more opportunities to have him set up for zeldris too, with the paranoids and the smokes. We've seen a fair amount of plays with that too, where both of them are now on site, but instead, it will be the two of them on A. And there's William tucked into a corner. Oh! Instead, he shoots down, not up. Nilly peeks out, and a right click to the head. Easy, too. Now BRAWK as well, now in trouble. He's trying to find his way into the site, and they choose to walk in through market, and the trades are immediately in OR's favor.
Of a trickle effect I could have to boost up the stats.
We'll see. As stack up between Breakthru, we've seen the Thrifties before and how they've almost pretty much managed to convert every single one of them. And last time it was that situation, but instead this time it's a bit harder to do so on Ascent with all the control and space that you can hold as a defensive team. And OR still staying pretty far back. zeldris supposed to make first contact. That's one given over. No flash setup as well. Second peek not taken. A bloody shot will be his prize. And he moves out. But now they're gonna face up against Jonas 6. That's a free lineup. And this is a bowling alley. He got 3.
What's BRAWK to do? Last one alive, identified by the 0 point. His cover of the dark cover is now gone as well. You can see across the whole world. Wait and see, though, what impact he can find with the lack of KJ util in mid to play off of. Early Cyber Cage is out, but aproto trying to bring out yet another one for safety. It's been hard to find that spacing.
With the buy up around here as well. Team Breakthru is looking to convert this, especially if they want a much more even game. But falling down here would mean essentially just giving away 4 rounds almost. And zeldris now, let's take the peek. Oh, quick and efficient. Takes counterpart.
And after all that's done, right, the spike's not even anywhere near B. It was all a big fake potentially, now the lurk. It's up to Thief. Does he know about wine? The answer may be yes, but zeldris is there just in case.
There's no cover here at all. It's wine and one up top.
Face.
He puts out the paranoid. Oh, but cannot convert it. Lear though takes no damage from this, but flies there to corner him. Now Breakthru. That's in the 3v4. Of course, the op is going to be the biggest challenge they have.
30
But at
seconds
least
left.
it gains some shallow control on the beast site. But not clearing out Nilly is likely going to be their downfall. No site control. Aproto. Yeah, that was the wall bang as well. And Aproto's just stuck. There's so many opponents, he doesn't know where to look. And even BRAWK
10
is
seconds
tagged,
left.
spike in hand, but he can't do nothing.
Yeah. BRAWK forced to save. Phantom, first rifle round that Breakthru could have. Saving the Phantom here is not a bad option. I'll have to wait and see how effective that can be. Early 0 point goes down, but it doesn't spot zeldris. Hiding on B main instead. A split push once more. Aproto going for the lurk, checking out mid side, hiding away for the potential rotate. No one's in tree though, at least not close.
Alarm
Aim
button
is
not having
looking
to be
very
used.
appetizing.
VNS up top though. So if they don't actually let, I was gonna say, after they clear him, this would have been a free 3, but 2 by the end. And only 1 taken by Team Breakthru. Can't land the final shot. At all the
Sure. And so it's the same struggle. Where's that initiation gonna be? And the null command's a really good start.
Yep. 1 taken immediately, but there's still 1 more person on site. Make that 2. They're now gone. Oh, but Jonas pops out at the right time and makes things just slightly more even as a spike gets dropped. Zeldris now there, has his back. Frost doesn't connect on him either, but he sees 1. Oh, the smoke has beautiful time.
Killjoy lagged behind on the attack, but now without a Killjoy, the Cypher is on the lurk more aggressively, but it has no avail. It has no impact. Sims looking for that aggressive play. The drop was heard.
Spike down mid.
So good. The double KO in the beginning there. Zeldris with the op to replenish everything though. 2 left alive. Nilly's just hiding in hell, letting the utility do the work. Spike's gone. Long lost.
Found them.
So far back there, it's
Bomb grenade up.
almost in a unrecoverable position, essentially. And after this team breakthrough, we forced onto a save as well.
Enemy remaining.
Looking to save at least 2 guns if they can, but I do not think that is happening as of right now. BRAWK hopes to find 1. Hey, finds his, but he's on site by himself in a 1v3, and Spike is in mid. And Zeldris is watching him peek out through trees. That'll be it.
Potentially singular lanes, or at least that's how the teams are treating it. And look at this util dump right away. Sim is looking for that impact there. He finds the recon on 1, but can't find the confirmation. Forced to back off. And they may rotate over to A, but that's the belly of the beast. Nilly's waiting behind that triple box for that turret to make its final strike.
Double walk in. Oh, but it's not enough. Caterpillar's got to be 3, and Nilly only saw 2, and he got 2 as well. Leaving 3 live for on the side. Team breakthrough. You're hoping this round they're able to come back, but
One enemy
guns no longer in their hands. The
Down
spray through the
A.
smoke is enough. And it's BRAWK. BRAWK against 5. There's no way getting in. There's no spike in hand. And he's hoping maybe he gets gifted with that. A full
Midway into maybe map 3.
Knives traded by A-main to each tag one another. And even gonna use the drone to actually early clear any sort of close angle as well. Like, that's the kind of conditioning that I expected and to finally be implemented outside of OR, but the one way barely lands. VNS gets 1, hard to streets, well to clear out trees. Second tag not to be had. Oh, barely finds Jonah. Now because 1-for-1, Paranoia is traded, but they finally have space to walk in on site. The shot misses, but Thief actually does a wallbang by the end.
Spike
You saw how
down
low
A.
he was. The shorty connects, and the spike is dropped once again. Not a 2v2. Zeldris knows he has to carefully play it. Oh, but I'll close.
And Breakthru has been playing around with mid a little bit more than other teams, but Zeldris hasn't really been able to find that impact. In fact, he runs away towards B main. Or does he?
I mean, he chills, he waits, but Aproto was there on the angle, punches the main, and now instead with Nilly again getting 2.
down B.
How does that keep happening? And Thief is left. He's detained. He has to watch his life in the round pass him by. Man, by the time he's gotten his gun, there's no spike. So the objective is lost. The plot is not clear.
Space for a site, but they have to choose wisely about where nilly's util could be. Split push is called. Attempted rotate, maybe zeldris playing it safe. Pure's gonna go through the spray, through the cyber cage, and yet no one's there.
Yeah. They'll even force all the util by mid with the dart and the knife as well. So they clear every single corner. And now they have the space mid, but oh my god! If it's not Lear, it's oh man. If it's not Lear, it's Nilly. If it's not Nilly, it's Lear. These attempts at B
Ace?
have been thwarted so much, but it's Sim now in a 1v1. The knives are in hand. It's op v knives. Will you get shot? In the air, the drop shot goes down. Got team
Round's
OR.
already started. Oh my. Look at the spike. It's not picked up at all by Breakthru. Maybe looking to have that late game rotation. Keep in mind, Thief is Astra, so you can use that utility just about anywhere. So he can stay far behind and apply that pressure towards A.
Yeah.
As that spike makes its way dangerously in the mid. Maybe the split push. Maybe a mid exec. There's no alarm bot present at all in mid. In fact, there's no players or even utility for OR. And yet Team Breakthru are opting to go B main once again.
Cooling down.
They play it slow.
Interesting enough, I would expected the dart and the knife again by a mid. Now with the Astro Wall in their hands, dart is really not used by Lear. They're all corner B main. He knows that with no tags being given over, they luckily made it through. So now in a precarious position, the was flashed, and Lear had to pick a 50-50 on the side. What a shot from Thief! And at least allow them to finally get the spike down in what feels like the first plant in years.
I forgot you could plant in this game. But even then, Thief. Good to convert at least one more. It's up to Pure. The mid presence too from Cypher. Outside, this big stack up again. The 0 point doesn't connect. He finds no info, but the null command is huge.
Yeah.
This is a big fast exit.
And all the util down, but a trade comes out. Jonah starts flyuh, but they gotta somehow find a way to clear it up towards the back of the site and put the support. It's Zeldris to get the final in a 1v3 is
Last player standing.
left aproto up top. And now moves into the side. It's all fine currently, but the smokes are enough, and they know they can't move in. The neural theft will be big here to ping them out, and they're both stuck at the back.
Spike goes down.
He's also pinged though. Oh, and they just rush at him. They just rush him.
That recon bolt's all you needed. A single piece of utility. Showing OR. They have about a 20% increase in their attacking round wins too. It's a battle of the ages here. 3 stacked up outside mid, and yet the pop shots from Nilly don't connect with much. No utility at all besides that turret. Not a single piece of flank watch util that OR can rely on, even if it is just a pistol round. Everyone on Breakthru. They're divided out. Holding each other's backs at least towards mid. Not so much for A or B though. Nilly might be walking into a trap. Looking to push up. Nilly's there. Has a rough idea about that pizza angle, but Sim and company, they're playing that dangerous game. Anything could happen here. The turret now out of the range for Nilly. Has to make that first shot. The leg appeared and Sim takes down Nilly. The KJ now lost. The exec may be called here, but it's a slow trickle for OR to push in the sight. The rotate around from Breakthru. They have the body advantage, looking to maybe find the next impact towards the B main connector. But no. flyuh has that in 0 point. The 0 point soon to come out. A wealth of information could be gained, especially because the dark cover blocks out his angle, but zeldris pushes in. Thief is there, and Jonah falls. But even then, the bodies, they go back and forth. But it's OR only down to 1. It's Pure to be on site, but he has a problem. It's going to be Sova on the other side, but he can't worry about that just yet. He needs to get the spike.
They need this. They need this so bad.
They do.
And spike is recovered though, but So 10 seconds left. Like you're saying, he out. And Breakthru.
Instead, this is an aggressive push. Breakthru recognize they need that aggression as much as they humanly can to get the numbers up and the money down for OR. And they do so with BRAWK, taking down the lurking Zeldris.
And they say that history, but right now for Team Breakthru, is if you are them. Give them a bit more space. And a lead outside, a free orb will be taken, so no real damage exactly traded between them. But a person lead is something that Team Breakthru, I'm sure, will covet. This is a 4-person push through CAD.
Oh, but look at Sim. This perfect angle here could repeat what Zeldris had done on their own defense.
Backs up. No smoke for cover. No real flashes here either. So it has to look to catch the dash. And it's just going to wait. Oh, pops out. Nice shot. And one more for the cover. flyuh takes 2 handily. But although the molly was nice, but Team Breakthru.
But there's very little util on A. Zeldris doesn't care though.
And nor should he. So this is right now is decent confidence, walking to the site, no smokes, but off the flashes. But interesting enough, Jonah 6 falls before they can even make the full entry on site. It's a 4v5 and no big ultimates to play with just yet.
Keep an eye on that operator though, and the Odin play, especially that hell has made itself known. Sim on the other side, good for 1.
He's walking in with 2 behind him, Yoden up top. They're both trading angles and looking towards one side to the other. And it's as simple as that. Team Breakthru. 3 rounds in a row. It's just over the half.
And that was the buy-up round for OR2. They've gone back in the thrifty territory, a flawless nonetheless. And now, Breakthru, despite having a flawless defense thus far, still have to double the rounds they need to even just catch up to OR. For OR, they just need 3 rounds, and they'll be good for map 3. But if Team Breakthru can make this even up again, he could be having a pretty good indicator of who makes it to the top 4.
I mean, considering with 2 in front of them, they've got 5 rounds to be able to make that so. And I know if you OR, will make it so that not they, or they do not even 1 more than this. Right? It's a long way to get ascension though, but mid control taken, yeah.
Oh, but that tripwire could tell the entire story, and it does. 1 discovered, aproto forced to back off.
And because he was actually watching it, he goes down. That's what it said. Now, aproto himself walks in. Oh, but the paranoia is enough. BRAWK is up against 3, picks 1 angle, but he picks wrong. The 50-50 goes haywire. And now Stephen 1v2. That can go down just yet. Watch him be main. And Zeldris is on site. He tucks in a boathouse, but so...
Especially the double cyber cage that we saw for the one-way.
This peek out, those could be huge if Sim manages to get even at least 1. Because the Odin, you know, at least on their side, it could be big, but the spray is not forcing them to back off.
You should run.
It's just allowing them to at least spread out a little bit. Sees 1, oh, shot goes wide. And now they know at least where the op is. Lots not planted as well. So Team Breakthru has to give up the sight. And the second mark as well. As with all to walk in, a ton of chip damage. That's all it is. A shock dart, though, will be the one to execute Jonah before they walk in.
And look how disenfranchised OR are. 2 inside B main, 2 left on site, completely sandwiched out. The paranoia is good, the stall, but for how long?
The dart as well connects, and now the wall gets put up as it's split apart most of sight. Lear alongside Nilly too, looking to walk in, but Sim gets 1 in the back end. Stuck on. They have to walk in some way somehow. Instantly stuck with 3 health. And 12 is all that remains. Walks in, 3 bullets, and he takes it. He saw him too. He says, no. I gotta prep myself emotionally. Oh.
Command be used here to shut down on a broken buy. The turret's already gone and Sim is there. Op's been identified. And yet with the dark cover, he's forced to rotate back out.
Up is very early. Gets 1 tagged. Second almost connecting onto Lear. It's stepping up flyer. Looks to hold it off angle. And now gets Joe for 6. And he dashes in to flyer's line of sight. A 3 for 2 by the end of it, and a classic to get it over OR. Also tough buys on their side. A sim. Oh, that was a no-look shot! A headshot, mind you, on VNS. What? My God. Lear's got it. Switches up the Yoden. It's 1v2. They made this round expensive for Team Breakthru. And it's gonna be a matter of possibly clutching it out. It's up top in the angle. Lear takes him, Odin gone. And now it's 1v1. Aproto versus Lear. The spike will go down. And Aproto will opt to go with the door angle. He has no dart. He walks straight in and just takes the fight. Big man Proto with the big stash, clutching the round.
I cannot believe what we just watched. No scope headshot with it up. And a Proto clutching it up with. And it doesn't even feel like a retake. It's just the consistent pressure of a sight. And yet there's nobody on A except for Tree. The 0 point may have found little. But they're ready for the exec.
A close smoke at the entrance of A, allowing them to walk into the site as well. Using from their shadows for the information, so moving so far back towards B, realizing that B side is open, they've drawn all their attention. As up to walk in, Zeldris takes one, a big pick off on Thief. Right through a walk, try to waltz their way into the rest. The ping is nice, but able Max can run up anybody else, peeks out, and they have every single moment of the site on lockdown. Team Breakthru didn't even see them coming.
Are shut down there. And it all came down to, I wouldn't say hero plays, but a lot of individual 1v1s from OR. Zeldris, especially this deep lurk into A site, trying to force out the rotates from Breakthru, collapsing upon the enemy, taking the unknown fights that Breakthru weren't expecting to have. And now here it comes, Ravish. Any round now could be the deciding factor of whether or not we go to map 3.
No
For
shot,
OR,
we see
one
a
round.
13-7 again, right? 2 rounds in a row.
No shot. Maybe.
Eh?
We'll have to wait and see. Look at that spike though, it's not picked up at all. There's no clear dedication for OR just yet. They're looking for that opening pick. Maybe judge from there. And the respect that Breakthru's giving outside of Sim. All holding for those angles, waiting for that slow push-up. But Sim now doesn't have the one way to work with, but can't really rotate off. There's no info about the other side of that wall. Now, again, the gift of hindsight, we know that no one's around Sim. Could be free to rotate away. But B-side has a lot of pressure now.
Yeah, 2 people there we go. And BRAWK, choosing to spray on Wim, heard a step, but Dart immediately shot out. And now him and Aproto have to find a way to slow them down. BRAWK on left with 15 bullets to flash in. Oh, Aproto luckily makes it back to support his homie. Now the rest also left on the outside. B main becomes a bloodbath. And Team Breakthru hold. But Spike is still in OR's possession.
And they know exactly where the last 2 of OR are left alive. Waiting for that rotate now, Sim once again goes for the hiding maneuver.
30 seconds
Every
left.
angle needs to be checked. Despite having the 5-round lead, you can't squander them away. Oh, is that a judge?
One enemy
Nah, it's
remaining.
the jury. It's the executioner. Good for 1. Cloudburst back out. Reposition and Nilly's left on an island. Nowhere to go. Spike is lost. Good for at least 1. There's still 3 more to deal with. 13 seconds left on the clock.
10
Spike is
seconds
dropped
left.
though. It's 9 seconds now left. And now Nelly is just looking to get at least get some guns out of their hands, if anything. Or at least save his. They have no idea that he's right behind the boxes. And they know, round is 4 gone. 360. They have lockdown available on OR's side. They're 1 away from the wall as well on Breakthru. The wall previously was used to great execution to just stop and be able to take back a site and be able to get a off of that as well. But here, this. Whoa! A bold and brazen play from Sim. The flash to get him out. He's still holding. I ducks in past the door.
You should run.
But through this OR, they found enough space and they make this as comfortable outside of A. But they're watching Sim, not expecting them to be that close. They're fine. Tank goes down.
Oh, but Thief gets hit by the detain. 8 seconds out of commission. A 3v4 essentially, trying to get back onto the site, but everyone for OR off site. No, there is nilly on that lurk. A great sandwich maneuver. Zeldris could be good for one here. The random spray.
Spraying, watching. Oh! Thief! Timing. That was big. Now again, it's still 3 people left on site. Jonas gets spotted though, but they don't see Nilly coming to wine. This could be a massive flank for Aproto's waiting. Spots him, the wall bang, and he's the one who comes out on top, but they're defusing. It's at half. They can't stop this, but it's just Nilly for trying to do so. All you gotta do is peek out, running out of time, the shot to the dome, and because it is at half, Breakthru survive for another round.
The turret's back down, watching for those rotates yet again for the potential anti-flank. Not a single presence now except for outer smokes. And flyuh, regardless of the smoke, and Catwalk still takes down Zeldris.
That's a huge pick off at the beginning because that was knives on their side as well. Zeldris could have been a menace with it as he had been previously. Sim using both updrafts, spotting nobody there. But currently, still choosing to peek around, likely spotted one, being Nilly. But look at this crossfire they have here. If one falls, the other will, but flyuh might be spotted. So they walk away in, Jonas sees him. Oh man, oh man! flyuh is taken to the skies. A 4 for him. And now that'll leave just Nilly left by himself. The ace is possible, definitely, but improbable as he's looking to save.
Yep. No spike, no team, only Nilly. No space created. Back exactly where he had started and spawned. 36 seconds left to wait out the clock. Full control of the entire map for Breakthru. It's up to the hunt now, but who will take the risk? Where could Nilly be? Everyone's watching every lane, but this Killjoy's hiding somewhere. And if you can remove the economy from the table, at least then, if you don't go for it, deny the death bonus. But Nilly, just waiting for someone to overextend, overheat, but little does he know it's someone else on the other side of the map looking to go in for this grandiose push, a gigantic sandwich. But they've triangulated where he might be. His final play. He's spotted.
Strafe shot? Does he get this? No, Aproto picks a safer play.
Well, outside of B to worry about. And OR, they're opting not to go for either. This could be the first mid play we've seen in such a long time.
Definitely so, but with the tripwire there, they would have to effectively give away the position that this is where they want to put pressure, but Neil takes spawn really big. Oh, Jonas just gets spotted. I spotted the change up, but the 103 gets put out decently early to get some space on site. Now Proto knows he has to watch mid. Spotted by the dart, and BRAWK covering Proto on the other. Have not been able to make the a couple of as BRAWK once again gets for this, looks for this, does not get him though. So 3v3.
48 seconds left. Spike control in the hands of OR. They just need this final round to bring it to map 3. But it's a complete denial from Breakthru. One left alive turns into 0. Thief good for 2. Another defuse. And what was once a huge scoreline differential. Now a single round between map 3 and maybe overtime for Breakthru to take this series to.
By next round, if they lose this, it's going to look rough. Well, it'll be OT, so it won't be one. Should be fine.
Keep in mind too, historically speaking, Breakthru is much better on the defensive side. It just takes one more round to keep that fact to be proven. The sniper scope waiting down to see who overextends. The KJ Molly. That's blind.
Sim. Oh, opshot goes wide. There's a lot of stuff there too, so nothing allowed in the entry. He's big. Slim match gets Zeldris. That's one more shot to be taken. Jonas is gone. This is huge. Only two members left for Esports. And we're going to OT. This is where it all starts here. OR now finally switching over. But right now for Team Breakthru, it made the run to the site. Has all the Killjoy util. The concuss was nice, but now once again, as I look toward the back of Nilly, Lear's good for 1. They're stuck on site. It's just shots being traded. That's all that's left.
2v2.
2v2 is big. Shock dart. Oh, but it moves against him. Catches such solid timing. He can't even plan to this point.
yes, he can. The plant goes down, but what after? The entire site paper mache, perfect for the Odin.
Enemy remaining.
Sees him. One more. BRAWK puts it out. He has 100 Fury as well. This could be so big, but because he's stuck towards the back of the site, he does not know where to go. And he's almost in front of him. He heard the drop, saw the shot, and VNS! They finally get around for themselves. OR goes up 1.
A single play, a single round, 1 body left. Oh,
Just leaving
Sim.
seconds in between. Sim, Flash. If he's blind,
he
he doesn't
doesn't
know.
shoot.
He has no idea. Doesn't get spotted, and now he does. Forced to back away. The setup was nice, but now they have every bit of information they can need. He still gets the flick, reposition. Now tucked into a corner. Flyuh's gone. No flash setup. Second can't get it. But BRAWK, the savior, 3v3.
the 3v3, the minor reset. Spike still in the hands of OR. It's up to Thief though, hiding away, trying to find whatever angle he can over this dark cover.
Oh,
Spike
the
goes
spray!
down.
That's the spike! That's so huge! They've have to just leave it abandoned.
But Thief
Molly
is forced to
shot out.
reposition.
He has 5
The
bullets.
Molly's destroyed.
They get it! Spike down. Plan to come in a couple of seconds. They're fine. They're moving up. He has to save this. He can't get it though. Transfer doesn't work. It's just Nilly in a 1v3. And Nilly now left. They get the tag. He's spotted. He's gone. Double OT, baby.
Oh man, now here's the big question, Rab. How many rounds of OT do you think we'll have?
Nope. Nope.
No?
I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. I will simply watch as a spectator and be amazed.
Yeah, they're getting so much respect for Breakthru to push into the site.
Triggered.
And yet, there's been nothing. The cyber cage goes down. A free camera placement for aproto to see the outwards angles, possibly towards B, but nothing's there. Pure has a great angle. Look at this. The top of brick off of the KJ turret could be huge.
No way.
Not only a double contact, right? But you're looking at maybe a quadruple if you count in the turret.
This is rough here because now as a position towards A, you have PureVNS on angle that he was in before. He was able to get 2 off the last time. The Killjoy's almost a full setup is right outside, encircling the point. As is now most of the OR squad. They made their way in. And out through here, with 40 seconds left, Team Breakthru just has to carefully walk in. Likely be off of a flash. There's the hour drone that gets shot out though. Flyuh's gone. VNS is still hiding because of the smoke. It's huge. This play works again for OR. And now they got 20 seconds. They almost have here, but look at this. They're walking back mid. They can try to make it through B.
Breakthru were forced to scatter. The double push onto the site, but what they don't know is Zeldris has an operator
seconds.
holding down the far back lane, and there it is! No rotate over to A!
One enemy.
It's the 1v1! The operator through the box! It's BRAWK there! The
No
spike!
time.
This is their time! No! So little time! Once Sim has that operator. Back of A. Less aggressive than what we had seen Zeldris do the same. Oh, he eventually rotated back to the back of B. Look at this util though. This tripwire is gigantic. This has been a great play from OR before, based off this tripwire. I don't know if magic can repeat itself twice.
They caught them last time with this, and now, yeah, through that, they slow walk in, they shoot it out, and look at this, they're moving all the way around. Sim might move catch one here. One goes down, the second Flyuh trades it.
Defender spawn.
He reads the push in, and that's a spike abandoned by the other side of spawn. Flyuh stay alive here. He's good for one more. It's triple OT.
How many 4Ks has Fly gotten in tree? That's the Flyuh spot now. Holy.
Overtime.
But OR had learned their lesson. When they approached that tripwire in relegation and they had chose to go through market to B, they were shut down heavily. But they had learned, or so it seemed. They went to the back of spawn for defense instead. And even then they were still shut down. And here we are again. Another set of OT. OR back to the defense. Another jet, another op, another day. What could the difference this time for Breakthru be? Early cyber cage goes down. Zeldris not having a clean angle anymore for anyone to push up, but it allows a free safety for the camera. And yet not a piece of util for Breakthru has been seen.
The knife goes deep, but nobody gets spotted, so they can assume that mid is likely safely, but our drone gets shot out. But it doesn't. The entire kill just set up alongside the molly, so if Sim walks in, he'll be forced to essentially dash through and go up against Jonah and Nilly.
Oh, but the call's been made. There's no utility at all inside of mid. What a great lesson learned yet again from the enemy team. The push through from logs. It's Pure there for the initiation.
Again! It can't keep happening again! VNS on an off angle, but now it's 2-2. They finally had time to plant. It's possible.
It's slow. It's a crawl. And Thief has the ultimate. Dividing out everything. Watching both lanes. No info at all. Breakthru may have a recon bolt, but that's the best they can do.
5 seconds.
No.
For the old recon bolt, as you were saying.
A shock dart.
Doesn't connect. The ball walking was 1. Oh, the wall bang is there. It's just Jonah 6. But he wins it. Finds his spray. Knows where BRAWK is. Shot doesn't connect. He tucks behind the wall. It's BRAWK. The jump shot. Nothing to be had here. And he peeks out. BRAWK to take it. Once again, when the team needs him most. Big man BRAWK.
Match point.
Thanks.
BRAWK bringing Breakthru to 15-14. The pendulum swung has gone back in their favor once again. All this time, it was OR who have had that small minor chance of having the point lead. But now 15-14. Breakthru now on the coveted defense. It's been flawless for any team that's gone defense so far for overtime. It's up to OR to break the curse yet again by winning their own first attacking round. And look how slow everything is. Nerves are rising. OR a point away from losing out the entire series. And they go slow. The slow crawl.
There's
towards
3
the top
by
of
A.
cat.
There's double by tree. You're definitely looking for likely a flash setup or a smoke, if anything, to stop them. A paranoia is even better. Oh, but they don't know about Thief for the close angle. The double stack works out, but now they have to see how they can possibly try to get more off of this. OR has to capitalize, perhaps, but Team Breakthru, might have seen one. Sim with a beautiful shot, but Spike is still planted. It'll suck by Jenny.
Sim is blocked out. Needs the Owl Drone to help with the reconnaissance. At least spots one.
It's just foolish. But to find someone by heaven, Pro drops in and he gets dropped out. But one more in, the shot dart finally connects. And it took rounds. They were down by 8.